Obinna's hands trembled as he counted the last of his savings. It wasn't enough. No bank would lend him the money he needed. And his dreams of starting a business in Lagos seemed to be slipping through his hands. That was when he met Baba Kalu, a shadowy old man with a reputation for granting impossible wishes. Rumors swirled about the cost of his help, but Obinna had no choice. Under the dim glow of a twinkling candle in Baba Kalu's hut, the terms were set. The old man's voice was barely above a whisper as he handed Obinna a small bundle of cash. Success will come swiftly, he promised, but when the spirit calls for payment, you must answer. Obinna barely hesitated before shaking the man's free hand. He had no idea what he had just invited into his life. The money allowed Obinna to secure a shop space and fill it with imported fabrics. To his astonishment, business boomed almost immediately. Customers poured in, and within months, he had enough profit to expand. He became a name in Lagos fashion industry, rubbing shoulders with the rich and the famous. Everywhere he went, fortune seemed to smile upon him. He made deals that others only dreamed of. His competitors envied him, but beneath the surface of his success, strange things began happening. He sometimes caught whisper in the wind, shadows in the corners of his shop that vanished when he turned. At night, his dreams were filled with eerie voices speaking in tongues he didn't understand. Obinna dismissed this as exhaustions, refusing to acknowledge the dread creeping up his spine. Obinna's wealth grew beyond his imagination, but so did his unease. Objects in his shop moved when he wasn't looking. His employees whispered about hearing strange noises. One night, after closing, he saw a figure standing in the darkness outside his store. His eyes glowed faintly, and though he did not move, Obinna felt his presence pressing on his chest like an unseen weight. That night, his dreams turned to nightmare. He found himself in a dense forest, surrounded by whispering voices. The trees pulsed like living things, their bark covered in shadowy faces. The debt must be paid, the voice intoned. He woke up gasping, drenched in sweat. Determined to shake the growing fear, Obinna sought comfort in material success. He bought a lavish home, threw extravagant parties, and surrounded himself with admirers. But no matter how loud the music played or how deep he drowned himself in luxury, the whisper followed him. One evening, an old woman appeared at his shop. Her eyes, clouded with age, held an eerie knowing. Baba Kalu's deals are never free, she murmured. You must settle your debt before the spirit take what they are owed. Obinna scoffed, pretending Her words meant nothing, but deep down, fear had already taken root. The first true sign of doom arrived when Obinna's best employee, a young tailor named Tunde, was found dead in his home. His body bore no marks of violence, but his face was frozen in terror. That same night, Obinna received a call with nothing but heavy breathing and faint sound of distant chanting. He rushed to Baba Kalu's hut, demanding answers. The old man only smiled, his milky eyes shining in dim candlelight. "They have begun to collect," he said. "You must pay what is owed." Obinna clenched his fist. "How much? I will pay double, triple." Baba Kalu shook his head. "This debt is not money." Obinna tried to run. He booked the first flight out of Lagos, leaving everything behind. But at the airport, his boarding pass was missing, though he swore he heard it moments before. His luggage disappeared. The spirit would not let him escape so easily. That night, he checked into a hotel, only to wake up in his own bed at home, as if he had never left. The whisper had grown louder. They called his name. He realized that there was no fleeing. He awoke with scratches on his arm, as if unseen hands had marked him in his sleep. His reflection in the mirror sometimes moved out of scene, staring at him with an expression he did not recognize. Obinna's world unraveled. His business began falling. Clients withdrew without explanation. His body weakened. Depression led him back to Baba Kalu. "Tell me how to stop this," he begged. The old man chuckled, a dry, rasping sound. "The spirits do not want gold. They want a life, a willing sacrifice." Obinna reeled at the revelation. Who could he possibly give to the spirit? His mind raced with terrible possibilities. His younger brother? A friend? The guilt sickened him. He spent days in isolation, but the spirit would not wait forever. One evening, a realization struck him. What if he sacrificed Baba Kalu? After all, wasn't it his deal that brought this upon him? Determined, he returned to the hut with a knife hidden in his coat, but the old man was already expecting him. "It is too late," he whispered, before vanishing into the shadows like smoke. Obinna's time had run out. That night, the spirit came. His house trembled with unseen forces. Windows shattered and his doors locked themselves. Dark figures emerged from the corners of his room, their hollow eyes burning into his soul. The debt must be paid, they whispered in unison. Your life or another. Obinna screamed, begging for mercy, but there was none. He felt his own body lifting off the ground, his breath storing from his lungs. The spirits wrapped around him like a suffocating shroud. By morning, Obinna was gone. His house stood eerie, silent, untouched, but empty. The city moved on without him, his name fading like a forgotten echo. A new man bought his store, unaware of East Coast's origin. And somewhere in the depths of the shadows, Baba Kalu sat by his flickering candle, waiting for the next desperate soul to make a deal. The cycle would continue. The spirits always collect their debt.